All right, let's roll, y'all. Or let's ball. Speaking of the NBA, look, the Miami Heat have lost 8 straight for the first time since 2008 and are searching for answers. And you know this is a decode channel. Look, okay? What decoding 101 right in the title. 8 straight for the first time since 2008. Okay? Right? And what I'm just catching now is I already have slides put together, but I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for an 81 because you get a 1 right there as well. All right? You see that right there? So you can look at Erik Spoelstra here. I kind of base this on Erik Spoelstra. He's the character they bring up in the article. So you can look at head coach Erik Spoelstra. Let me read a little bit here. So the last time a Miami Heat team lost 8 consecutive games before now, 2008, Erik Spoelstra was an assistant coach in Pat Riley's final season on the sideline, and that team, to put it bluntly, was tanking. This team isn't. All right. And let me do this real quick. Let's go over here, share this tab. Notice the date here on the article. The 18th day of the third month, 183. It's not a coincidence that this is trending. LeBron James, 183 in the reverse cipher to match the date of the article. You see that right there? On the fly, LeBron James, 183. Today's the 18th day of the third month. Now, what they mentioned they were tanking, right? That 08 year. What year did LeBron join the Miami Heat?
LeBron James was drafted on 2018.
2010. Oh, after winning back-to-back MVPs in 09 and 2010, he left the Cavs and joined the Miami Heat. So I guess it was maybe still that 2010. Okay, so that was a couple of years before, but he was a member of the Miami Heat. So you get a Heat story, and LeBron James equals 183, and there will be more on that. But let me read maybe another paragraph or so, and then we get into the breakdown. This team isn't tanking, what the article says. The Heat, who just followed an 0-5 homestand with 2 road losses that came by a combined 55 points, are back home for 5 more games. So you get all 5s here. Look, 0-5 homestand. 2 road losses that came by a combined 55 points. More 5s. Now back home for 5 more games. Starting Wednesday. So that's tomorrow against Detroit. With their season either on the brink or possibly even more dire already, the latest loss, the 8th in a row overall, and the team's 22nd in its last 31 games, was Monday at New York. The Knicks beat the Heat 116 to 95. Okay, that's interesting. On the fly. So they lost Monday to the Knicks 116 to 95. That's when I was doing the research, actually not after the research, just a few moments ago, I was pulling up the tabs because I had my PC shut off. I pulled up the tabs. I'm like, let me get this breakdown in. And I was looking up the Miami Heat, and look what popped up. It was the movie Heat. And look, it came out in 1995. Look at that right there. And notice how it was 2 hours and 50 minutes, like 25, and now we're in the year 2025. Fake world. Okay? Fake world right there. Let me just scroll down and look at these characters while it's up. There's probably something within here that I'm going to miss, but I don't want to take too long and pull away from the breakdown. But that was, I wasn't expecting that. So they lost by 21 to the Knicks Monday. And Miami jumped out to a 12-0 lead, but it didn't mean anything. And look at this second quarter for the Knicks. Or the third quarter, the Knicks scored 41 points and the Heat only scored 15. That was the difference right there. Right? Holy crap. For real, right? So they outscore the Heat by 26 points. I mean, just scoring 26 alone in a quarter is decent. The Knicks outscored the Heat in the third by 26 points. But anyways, let's pull up Erik Spoelstra again. So we're all getting tested. I said this before, including myself, Spoelstra said after the loss to the Knicks, one that sent him to the longest losing streak of his career. There's no one that's absolved from this. I have not come up with enough answers for the team. I have to do a better job. Our group has to do a better job. Miami has fallen to the number 10 spot in the East. Technically tied with number 9 Chicago at 29 and 39. So they fall to the number 10 spot. Tied with Chicago at number 9. And that's 29 and 39. So that's 10 games under 500 and they fall to the 10 spot, okay? The play-in tournament is the only realistic path to the playoffs for the Heat. Now, if they stay 10th, they'd have to win 2 road games just to have the right to face the number 1 seed. And look, probably Cleveland. Can you believe it? You get the LeBron connection again, as he began his career in Cleveland and went to the Miami Heat. Okay, so let's just head on over to the breakdown. I mean, it's going to be undeniable once again, okay? I'm very happy to present this information. We already went over that 8th straight for the first time since 08, so 8-8. And we'll keep our eyes peeled for an 81 because you see an 8 and a 1 right there. Right off the rip. The nickname for this coach, Erik Spoelstra, nickname Coach Spo in Gematria. ABC 123 cipher, you get 80. And 80, look, it's like 8. You see that? Like 8. And it's 8 straight losses for the first time since 2008. The nickname 80 like 8. And look, he's been the head coach since that 2008 year. And even Portland Pilots men's basketball, you see that right there? He joined that team. Is that college or is that high school? Is that like a low tier college? I'm not 100% sure at the moment, but whatever that team is, look, he joined them in 88. More 8s. Are you serious? Are you serious? Check this out. This loss to the Knicks, or never mind, excuse me. Oh yeah, the loss to the Knicks. I put Wednesday in there, the next game. But the loss to the Knicks was Monday. The game that we're speaking of featured in the article. 136 days after his birthday. And Coach Spo also equals 136. So you get the 136 and the 80, which connect big time with his nickname. He's got the November 1st birthday. Look at how nice that looks. Man, these numbers. Look at that. 136. 136. Connected with his birthday, and that this 55 lingers around the New York Knicks. Remember, MJ scored 55 against the Knicks. It was like his first huge game back out of retirement. Put up 55 against the Knicks. Okay, you can go look at that game if you want. And if you know New York equals 111, come on, ABC 123 cipher and the 11th state. A lot of 11s connected with New York. Okay. But Spoelstra, look at that, man. He's got the 11-1 birthday. November 1, 1, 1, 1. And that 8th straight loss against the New York Knicks. 21-point loss. Look at that. New York 1-1-1, man. Undeniable. Notice there, look, even Erik Spoelstra equals 183, y'all. Can you believe it? So we get the Heat story. What's the biggest? I mean, they won some championships, but the biggest story ever with the Miami Heat, in my opinion, is when LeBron went there. Erik Spoelstra and LeBron James both have the 183. And again, this is trending today as I record this. This may drop into the 19th Wednesday, but right now, as I record it, it's the 18th day of the third month, Tuesday. Look at that, man. 183, and I showed you LeBron James 183. Look at how Spoelstra 118. And remember, 8 straight for the first time since '08, but you get the 8 and the 1 right there. How about that? And I'll keep my eyes peeled. And look, 80 is really close to 81. But I have some numbers at the end, and maybe there's an 81 in there. I think there might be, or an 18. Okay, so look at how nice this is coming along so far. You get the Erik Spoelstra, LeBron James connection, Miami Heat story on 18th day of the third month. No coincidence. Look how today this is trending on a Tuesday. Remember, basketball equals 22. The National Basketball Association equals 202 like 22. Huge with basketball, the NBA. Who won the championship last season? Was it the Boston Celtics? Boston equals 22. Right? Was it? Time flies, right? Time flies. I think that was last season. If it wasn't, it was the year before. But the Celtics, obviously huge with the NBA. Boston also equals 22. Look, Knicks equals 22. Come on, right? Come on, right? Was that game Tuesday? Am I tripping here? I said the game was Monday. Oh, the game was Monday. Right? Yeah, the game was Monday. Why does it say... Oh, yeah, that was Monday. My bad. Today's Tuesday. Duh. Duh. But anyways, look, Monday at New York. You see that? Knicks equal 22. Okay? You see that? And look at the bottom. The latest loss to the 8th in a row overall, and the team's 22nd loss in its last 31 games. Man, that's pretty horrific, huh? 22nd in its last 31 games against the Knicks, and Knicks equals 22. You see that? Look at how Erik Spoelstra checks in with 60 in the reduction cipher. Dude, his last birthday was the 60th day of the year. His full name, Erik John Spoelstra. Look at this. Let's start off with the 225 right there. Like 25, loss equals 25. Even Eric, his first name equals 25. We're in the year 25. Look at his full name, 207 like 27. He's the coach of Miami. Miami equals 27. Full name's got 72, the reverse. 99, which is, it's kind of like 9. Again, he coaches Miami. 90, like 9. His last birthday's got a 9 date numerology. Even 2 plus 7 is 9. 225, 2 plus 2 plus 5 is 9. You see how that works? Notice his name is Erik, starts with an E. Born in Evanston, Illinois, E. And look, technically tied with number 9 Chicago, right? Chicago, Illinois, with the Chicago Bulls, and he's born in Illinois. But technically tied with number 9 Chicago to sync up with those nines right there. How about that? Okay, and just one more connection here. The Heat have been held under 100 points in 3 consecutive games for the first time since November 2018. November 2018, Spoelstra's birthday in November. They're 10 games under 500 for the first time since 2016, 2017, when they started 11 and 30. Again, he's born in the 11th month, and then they went 30 and 11. 11 and 30, and then they went 30 and 11. Again, born in the 11th month, 1-1-1 on the first day. New York equals 1-1-1. And look, we get those ones and those eights. Remember 8 straight losses, and it said for the first time since 2008, but it's the 8 and the 1. November 2018, right? And then look on the bottom, it says for the 18th time this season, they wasted a double-digit lead. So you still get that 1 and that 8 in there. I told you we were going to catch it. Okay. So I think the biggest connection was Erik Spoelstra equals 183. LeBron James equals 183 with that connection with the Miami Heat. And this is trending on the 18th day of the 3rd month, 183. I mean, well, we have those 8s which hit heavy as well. Is there an 81 in here? A sneaky 81? No, but that's okay because we had some 18s. All right, so just to like kind of run it back and just to take another gander here, he's even 54 years old. 5 plus 4 is 9, so you get another 9. And look at his parent. His parent's name starts with E as well. Alyssa, Erik, born in Evanston, Illinois, with the Chicago Bulls connection. Evanston is directly north of Chicago. And his father's name is John Spoelstra, it looks like. Okay, so what do you think? Good stuff here. I may have misspoke because it's Tuesday, but I'm thinking it's like Wednesday or something. I don't know. But I think I corrected everything as we went here. That Heat was weird because I tried looking up the team, and then that movie Heat came, which came out in 95. That popped up. But yeah. Oh, and even Spoelstra 118 right there. So you get that 1 and the 8 again. So we had some nice, very nice connections here. I'm gonna scan the article. So let's scan the article and let's just see if anything else pops. But I think we might be good here. So as I scroll, and again, they have a game. Oh, okay. And how come Wiggins wasn't playing? And remember, they lost Jimmy Butler and he went to the Warriors. But how come Wiggins? Is Wiggins injured? I didn't see him in the box score. And who I think Mikal Bridges led the Knicks, and then remember they play the Pistons tomorrow. So let's click on this game here. Remember they're 29-39. Okay, so they're not looking too hot here. Duncan Robinson. Okay, so look, he's got number 55, and we had a whole bunch of 55s earlier in the article. Remember, they lost their last 2 games, I think they said, by a combined 55, right? So Duncan Robinson, number 55. Look, he had 22 points. And remember, Knicks equals 22. Tyler Hero, 20 points. Davion Mitchell and Bam Adebayo both had 12. Kalel Ware had 10 points. For the Knicks, Mikal Bridges had 28. Karl Anthony Towns, 23. Mitchell Robinson, Miles McBride each had 10. Josh Hart had 12. And we have this game tomorrow. The Heat are hosting the Detroit Pistons. And here's all those 55s right here. Here at the top. Remember, they just followed an 0-5 homestand with 2 road losses, combined losses. The combined points, 55 in those 2 losses, and then back home for 5 more games. Number 55 leads them in scoring against the Knicks. And remember MJ with the 55 against the Knicks, memorable game, just shortly after coming off his retirement. You know what I'm saying? So there's always more. Oh, look, I forgot Wiggins has that 22 on the jersey as well. And don't forget, Butler landed on Golden State with the big blockbuster trade. It involved a few teams, if I remember correctly. Butler had the 22 on the jersey as well. You know what I'm saying? So, but how come is Wiggins injured, y'all? Andrew Wiggins injured? Well, that's bad timing. Dealing with the leg contusion. Gosh, bad timing. Shout out to y'all. Okay? I'm trying to reach some real people here. Let me know what you think about these connections. I don't think they're arguable. All right? But that's the breakdown. And man, I don't know why. I know time flies. Who won the NBA championship last year? It was Boston, right? Yeah, okay. So maybe time doesn't fly because that's what I was thinking. Yeah, Boston. And remember, Boston equals 22. So 22 is huge with the NBA, and it made an appearance in this game. So we'll leave it at that. I know, I like to talk a lot, but I made valid points in that breakdown. This is Daily Decodes 812. You can call me Math Toucan. You can call me Matthew, but just know you got the information from me. 8 straight losses for the Heat for the first time since 2008. If you go and look at that season, you might catch something with their overall record. I'm sure there's more there, y'all. But I'm going to leave it at that. Until next time. Peace.